Trump keeps talking about the invisible enemy. I thought, I mean, I thought, according to Trump, that the invisible, I thought Trump thought that the invisible enemy was male pattern baldness. Well, the good news is that taxes now won't be due until July 15th. But the question still remains, is toilet paper going to be deductible? California is shut down. No one there is allowed to leave their house. Everyone's a virtual prisoner. So guess what? It means that now the homeless have inherited the earth. The only people allowed to be out and about in California now are the homeless. No one else but the homeless can go downtown or anywhere for that matter. Maybe the whole virus thing was all just a plot to allow the homeless to take over society. Senator Burr made a killing by selling stock before the crash on inside government information. But apparently that's not against the law in the Trump era. He's employed the Stormy Daniels defense. It just seemed like a good idea at the time. Bed Bath & Beyond has closed half its stores, not because of the virus. The management suddenly discovered that most of their customers thought they were shopping at Bed Bath & Beyonce. Bloomberg just gave a giant donation to the Democratic National Committee, but Joe Biden still doesn't think it's enough. When reached for a comment, Joe Biden said, "That's all, folks?" There's a mad scramble for ventilators these days. Not for virus victims, of course, but just for Mike Pompeo's terrible farts at those presidential briefings. Apparently, cannabis stores are selling out during the coronavirus sheltering in place edicts. So you see, even bad shit can produce really good shit sometimes. A staffer for Vice President Pence has been diagnosed with the coronavirus. Apparently, he volunteered to be infected. Mike needed the cred. The funniest thing to see, but speaking of that, the funniest thing to see is all those political publicity hounds jammed in together behind the president during his briefings. I mean, forget about the transmission of the virus, of disease. In most offices these days, Deborah Birx would invoke the Me Too and get creepy Fausti fired on the spot. What if it turns out that the epicenter for the spread of the coronavirus turns out to be Trump's presidential briefings? You know, at least that tedious Andrew Cuomo separates himself by 6 feet from his aides. So it turns out that more men die during this coronavirus pandemic than women. And that's just from the sheltering in place with the bitch. So even if they actually hold the Olympics, there will be some new events because of this coronavirus, like the marathon lockdown or the mile runaway, the food delivery toss, and of course the two-man social distancing. Do you realize that kids growing up in front of a television these days will think hoax is the name of a disease? Yeah, you know, they'll be saying, "I got a touch of the hoax." or they'll say, I think I caught the hoax virus thing. And that's the coronavirus for today.